Hey y'all, I'm Lucid, and what you're about to watch is a D&D one-shot called Nightmares in the Dark. It was made by a company, Dungeon in a Box, who I am not sponsored by. I just like their content. I streamed this over on my Twitch channel, so follow me there if you would like to watch more of this kind of stuff live, but I hope you enjoy. Alright, are we ready to get started, y'all?
Sure thing.
Cool.
I think so.
Alrighty. First things up, let's go around, have y'all introduce yourselves as people and as characters. Yeah?
Can I just read my story that I wrote the other day in the Discord? Is that too long?
Nah, go for it. You can start by saying who you are and plug in yourself and then talk about your character.
Go for it, Cassette.
Me? Oh, sure.
I've been rambling.
Hey everybody, I'm Cassetteblue. You can call me Cassette. I stream. I also do a podcast with our friend SunVsTheMoon over here, Budsday today. We're on YouTube. Please check us out. Today, you want me to go ahead and give my full character details?
Yeah, let's go and do that.
I am a level 5 warlock bronze dragonborn named Sarid. He is of Pact of the Tome. So he's gonna have a lot of cantrips. He's gonna have his fancy Book of Shadows. This is gonna be my first spell casting character, so this could either be incredibly amazing or incredibly disastrous. So we'll find out soon enough over the course of the next few hours. Thank you. But yeah, that is Jared.
Silent. Yeah.
Sure. Hey, everybody. I'm Silent Heartbeat. You can call me Silent, or you can call me Lucid's wifey, or, chick who doesn't stream, or whatever. As long as it's family friendly, you can call me whatever, I guess. Again, I'm Lucid's wifey, and he actually got me into D&D. And this is actually my first spellcasting character as well, so this should be a lot of fun. So my character today is named Veltari, and she is a bard tiefling. She has like purple skin and cool horns. Coolest thing about me is, or her, or I don't know, first or third person going on here.
One and the same.
Yeah. She has a really awesome tattoo sleeve, which you will all learn more about throughout the session here. So
is it magical?
Pretty amazing. Huh?
I said, is it magical?
Oh, yes.
Alrighty, and Sun.
Hey guys, I'm Sun. Nice to meet you if I don't know you. I'm a guy who plays video games with Cassette. Hope you can hang out. Check out our podcast, Budsday today. It's super fun. I just have a heck of a good time making content with this guy. He's a super awesome dude, and it's just super fun. We're actually making a near playthrough right now. Let's play. It's our first Budsday Let's Play.
I'm excited for that.
An onerous first take because it's quite long if you don't know, and multiple playthroughs, and then just trying to find time for us to record, when all of us are gone. But anyway, we'll try to make it work, and then we'll try to get a schedule for you. But okay, so you see, my family was killed when I was a wee 8 years old because of some adventurer and aspiring hero who took a bounty from some backwater notice board. And I don't know, with nowhere to go, I followed the fool back to town, and stowed away on the boat he was taking quarter in, biding my time. I waited until dark and slit the bat. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, you can cuss.
And slit the bad guy's throat where he slept. After taking his goods, I made my way off the boat, dragging behind a sack far too big for my stature. A large man with a massive beard and hat sitting at the bar in the dock saw me and asked me where I was going and what I was doing with his mate's bag. I said, "This here is the bag of a dead man who took it upon himself to enter my cave and slaughter my entire brood. What I do with it is no matter of yours. He responded that he admired my spunk and offered me a spot on his crew. With nowhere to go, I accepted his offer and spent the last 2 years aboard the ship in service of the pirate Captain Balareth, the Crimson Wave, and his ship, the Tea Time. Now, mind you, the Crimson Wave has a reputation for piracy and murder and larceny in the high seas, but I have no quarrel with anyone who does not cross me. Goblins live to be about 60-ish or so. So, he spent his family was killed, unfortunately. Some guy, some questing hero was like, kill goblin horde? Yeah, I'll take it. And then goes and kills his whole family. So, he goes and takes it upon himself. Finally, the humans asked me my name, and I tried to explain how the brood elder gob harvested a special crop of our special cave weed and saved for naming ceremonies during his vision, and the name he said was but Balareth looked down to it with a booming laugh and said, sounds like some old goblin got high and barfed out some gibberish while tripping. A few days of me puking over the sides of the boat with no sea legs of my own, and not being able to pronounce my native goblin tongue, the crew deemed me seasick on account of my powerful projectile prowess whenever I'd be on deck. And just a note, he doesn't know how to spell it, so it's spelled Ceasik, and it's scratched into his rapier that he carries on him. So he's a goblin bard, I should say. Oh, did we mention the bard part? Whatever. Now he's also he plays his fancy doot. He's got a what was it? Cassette, a lute, a dulcimer, and something else. I forget.
A horn, a dulcimer, and
a horn, a dulcimer, a fiddle.
Fiddle, yeah.
Fiddle. Yeah.
Fiddle's the best.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Alrighty. And with that chat, I'm gonna stop reading you. So behave yourselves. Automod is turned up, so if you have any complaints, yell at the computer, because it's not my problem. Alrighty, so let's get started. The three of you have been working together for some time, and a reliable contact has tipped your party off to a treasure rumored to be in the residence of a reportedly abandoned town of Tranquil Ridge. The treasure is an ornate box of pure gold that could fetch a king's ransom. After preparing for the trip, you head off to the mountain town. In addition to everything you have on your character sheets, you each have 2 greater healing potions and an explorer's pack. And if you want to know what an explorer's pack has, it is in the Discord chat.
Thank you.
For those following along at home, it has it's a backpack with a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, rations, water skin, and 50 feet of rope. As you don't exactly know what you're walking into.
What was this town called again? Sorry.
Tranquil Ridge. Tranquil Ridge.
It sounds very Silent Hilly.
As you approach your destination, the air is cold and biting this high in the mountains. As you move slowly up the steep trail, you hear the sound of a crow overhead and spot a sign that warns you from going any further. Just ahead is where the village of Tranquil Ridge should be located, but all you see is a dome of supernatural shadow nearly a mile across. The trail leads straight into the darkness. As you draw close, tendrils of swirling darkness reach out towards you, as if inviting you in. What would you like to do?
It's almost like Hadar has been here.
I kind of want to go the other way, but I guess I'll follow. If you guys want to.
Are these corporeal tendrils, or are they like ethereal in nature? Can we touch them?
They're more like smoky, so I guess more ethereal.
Yeah. Okay. So can we interact with them though?
Yeah. So like as like one of these tendrils kind of snake out towards you, if you move your hand through it, it just disperses like a natural like smoke gas would.
Can I? I want to touch one. What is this? Hold on.
So you just try to touch with like one of the tendrils that comes out, or like the actual dome itself?
Just the tendril. What's
Tendril,
going on here?
So you're still a few feet back. So as the tendril reaches out towards you, you reach to touch it, and as you do, your hand just passes through it, just like smoke. It disperses out. This is the end of the tendrils, and where you are is about where they're dispersing in general. A little bit closer to the actual dome itself, the tendrils seem to have a little bit more solidity, a little more volume in them, if that makes sense.
So do we only see the dome, or what else is around this dome?
So the dome itself is again a mile wide, and around the edge of the dome is plant life, trees. It is kind of towards the top of this mountain hill, so there are the inclines on either side that slowly kind of go down into the valleys. You could make your way around the area, dome so choose.
Pardon. So is the dome Tranquil Ridge, or is the area Tranquil Ridge, or do we not know?
So the town itself, its name is Tranquil Ridge. This dome is where the town should have been.
Ah, okay, yes. There you go.
How's the vegetation around the dome? Is it lively? Is it dying?
So right at the edge of the dome, there's no vegetation.
Okay.
It's almost like there's like a stark, probably about 3-inch line that just wraps around, where it's just dirt. You even looking up, you notice birds and such avoid the area. They fly around it. They don't fly over this dome.
I'm sorry you mentioned this. How do we know each other? Are we friends, or are we just like freshly met?
We'd say that you're freshly met. Make things a little more
Are we on
interesting.
a first name basis?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you've probably been traveling together for maybe 3-4 days to get to this point, so...
Can y'all please... Verena, was it? I'm sorry.
Veltari.
And Cassette, apologies again.
Cerid, Cerid.
I am seasick. Okay.
Hello, seasick.
Hey,
what's we've already met.
Veltari, let me get this straight. The sign says Tranquil Ridge Town, but we just see dome. We don't see town. Right?
Truth.
What?
Yeah.
Shit. So and question, you had what's leading us here? We know about the treasure, but did something tell us about the treasure here, or how did we find out that the treasure was here?
Your contact, general setup for the game, right? Your contact tipped your party off to it, gave you a map, told you where it is, and it's worth a lot of money. So you're like,
well,
let's go get
so this
some
person.
Money.
This guy says we're worth a lot of treasure in here, but it looks like a big dome full of black tendrils. I don't know. Maybe go ahead and keep your treasure. What are you guys thinking?
No, this dome almost seems kind of homey to me. I'm very well acquainted with tentacles.
Right. Did you tell them your backstory? It's so awesome. Did you talk about it at all?
In the game. If it comes up in the game.
Okay.
So you're well acquainted with tentacles?
Yeah. As a warlock and as someone who is in a pact with a great old one, I am well acquainted with the magics of Hadar, which often involve very milky tentacles withering, wriggling all over the place from the depths of cold black abyss.
Milky tentacles?
Okay,
yes.
then.
I would like to approach the dome.
Okay.
Just on its threshold.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to just, I want to know if I know what kind of magic or divine nonsense this could be.
That's very cool.
Can I roll, what would it be, survival or
So,
Arcana?
looking at the dome,
Arcana.
you could do Arcana, or you could also do, if you're thinking about like the source, like deity, is that what you mentioned?
No, I would like to know the nature of it, whether
Nature?
or not
Yeah. So probably
it could
Arcana.
hurt me or work.
Because
Okay.
it's clearly like not natural. So
Yeah.
Arcana for sure.
First roll of the night.
You got
Alright,
this.
it's gonna
I believe
be
in you.
+2.
Uh-oh.
Crit on the first roll of the night. That's going to be a 22 for Arcana.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So 22 for Arcana. Looking at the dome, you being familiar with spells and darkness, you recognize this as a simple darkness spell, which a darkness spell would basically surround somewhere in a supernatural darkness, preventing light, preventing dark vision. But this seems to be on another scale. This seems to be more powerful than you ever seen this type of magic at this level. With how big it is and how the effects it has on the terrain itself, it goes beyond what a normal darkness spell would be able to do. But knowing that, it shouldn't be harmful.
Kind of wishing that I had taken some sort of like dancing lights cantrip now, that's for sure, but that probably wouldn't have been able to have any effect on it. Without speaking or sharing this information, I'm just going to pass through the threshold.
Sure.
Is what's
as-
in roll 20 what we're seeing is the dome?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a staging area. I didn't want to try to have a map for each instance of everything. So, yeah, I'm not using the map just yet.
Okay.
So as you step into the darkness, it feels like you're passing through an oily membrane. There's a subtle change in the pressure as well. And as you step through, reaching behind, you feel that you can't leave. There's some kind of force just pushing you back just a little bit. The darkness seems to nibble greedily at the edges of the light you brought with you. And everything here is just darker. All sources of light are dimmed, and even your draconic eyes struggles to make out anything more than 15 feet in front of you.
Do I feel like the pressure in the area is higher or lower?
Be higher.
Higher? Very comfortable. Thank you. Whatever caused this wonderful magic, I am right at home.
Do we hear him saying this from the
No.
outside? No.
We don't.
Okay.
So
when he walked
your
through, did he just
perspectives,
disappear? Yeah.
he walks through, and there's a slight ripple on the dome on the outside, and then it settles, and he's just gone, according to y'all's perspective.
All right. Well, I may not. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I was gonna look at Seasick and just say, well, kid, I guess we ought to follow him.
Well, I may not be the main character, but this is the plot line. And we hobble in. Well, he doesn't hobble. He scampers in.
All right.
I like to imagine he kind of runs
something.
sideways, knees up.
Yeah.
Or not
Maybe like
sideways.
Vern
but
Troyer.
just-
Like how Vern Troyer runs.
Wait, Vern Troyer? I don't know. I'll have to check on that
Maybe
later.
Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's like really tiny. My goblin.
Right.
Anyway.
The other two join on the other side of this darkness. And in addition to everything that I've already mentioned, you notice a slimy sheen seems to coat every surface. So as you step through the darkness, you're on the trail still. Looking down, the grass is technically still alive, but it's browning and wilting. Just ahead of you is a ramshackled barricade that looms up. Logs and tables are nailed one another in an attempt to keep intruders out, but no one seems to be guarding it, and the gate is wide open. Nailed across the walls are crude signs that read, "Outsiders not welcome." The only detail visible in the distance is a strange purple light that seems to shine from somewhere deep in the center of the city or town. So you actually see the town itself now, and this ramshackled barricade that seems to be spanning the entire circumference of the town itself. What would you like to do?
So this dome is covering the whole town, huh? Well, that purple light in the middle of town's kind of pretty, but everything else looks kind of just bleak and slimy. What do you reckon, Sarid? What do you reckon, Sarid?
Smells wonderful, honestly. I don't know.
Smells like
what
feet.
Could be I don't know about that. I don't know what your feet smell like, and honestly, I really don't want to know.
Sounds like you like the smell of feet.
Gentleman never tells, and lady never asks.
Jeez.
I wonder what could be causing all this slime. So we have that purple light, and we have, you said, a fence that we could pass through?
Yeah, so there's a ramshackle, like, wooden wall, basically, or fencing. That's just kind of shambled together. But the gate itself is wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Just inviting you in.
Well, that purple light looks kind of pretty. I say we go there.
Lead on.
Probably where the treasure is.
Is it just like a main thoroughfare, basically, what we're going to be, what we're facing right now?
Yeah, so the actual trail turns into the proper, like, cobblestone road of the main city, and it looks like this is probably the main street leading deeper into the center of town.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I say let's just keep going down the path.
All right. We Yellow Brick Road it. Let's go.
Okay.
Skipping as well, specifically.
Are y'all holding
Sarah
hands?
does not skip.
But I'm so far behind because you all are tall.
I'm very tall. Well, I would technically I'd be a lot taller if I weren't hunched over and lanky. So, this
Bro,
is the
you're a
bad
dragon.
posture.
You're still much bigger than a goblin.
Yes, true. Yeah, let's just continue forward. And I want to use my crap perception to just kind of get a feel for what's around me, if there's anything to look out for.
Sure, roll perception. Perception check. Seasick and Veltari can as well if you want, as you're like walking through. What you get?
I got a,
Yeah,
I
thought I
three.
had
Okay.
something with perception. I'm just looking it up. Sorry.
Veltari,
Lost his message.
did you roll?
I got a 16.
16. Awesome.
Roll. Where is my roll? 20. There it is. And okay, remind me how to do this again. I do a slash roll, right? Or just there's 1d20. I see it on the instructions. 1d20. Go, baby. Let's go. We got a 20.
Nice.
Alrighty. With that,
Wow! I see it.
as you start walking up to the gate, stepping through, the outskirts of the village are run down, seemingly abandoned. You can all hear the sound of trade ahead, and you see more of the sound of more of the signs nailed to nearby buildings, the keep out signs, outsiders not welcome, turn back. Valtari, you hear a hissing sound of some sort. Comes briefly. As you start to focus on it, it just fades away. You're not even sure if you really heard it. Seasick, with your goblin eyes, you're able to make out what seemed to be some kind of humanoid figure on top of a building as you're walking by, and as you look up, it almost scurries down in a way outside your view. You can't really get a good look at it. You just almost saw just like a swish of clothing.
Oh. I was thinking like werewolf. I was about to be like, if we see Lady Dimitrescu, I'm going to high five the heck out of you.
I should have done that for y'all.
It's all good.
So as you
Clothing.
move further down the path,
I'm going to tell. Hey, what? So, hey, Valtari and I want to say Cedric. What is it?
Sarid.
Sarid. Thank you. Sarid, Valtari and Sarid. Do you see that over there? The little scurrying with the clothing.
Sorry, everything is dark in here, and I'm fixated so much on this purple light ahead of us.
Well, there was a thing right there, and he was running. I don't know. It's just there.
Stop making things up to take us away from our main objective.
Definitely heard some hissing, so he may have something.
Thank you.
yeah, and Sarah, you didn't see anything. You just focused on that light. You saw a few signs that told you you're on the right way, and you just booking it.
I'm just seeing all the signs, like classic xenophobia. Well, let's go see what's up.
Valtari, this guy's loving it here. He's been loving it here since the moment we walked in. We got to be a little careful with this guy.
So as you're moving through the town, the familiar chant of commerce rings out as vendors of all types announce their prices and virtues of their wares. Roughly a quarter mile past the barricade you came in, you find an open-air market lit by a ring of torches.
Do we see can we interact with these vendors? Or is it like ethereal? Are they ghostly? Or what are we seeing here?
So these are all corporeal. They're all solid.
Okay.
So this area is ringed by a set of torches. In the very center, you see a bare or bone-dry fountain, and you see 6 vendors with a dozen or more shoppers walking by the fountain, making deals and trading goods. And
with signs up that say "Outsiders not welcome."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I say we do not go and make ourselves known to those people straight away with these outsiders not welcome.
So the map, there are the 6 icons for the NPCs. There are of the vendors. And there are again about a dozen or more other humans, tieflings, elves, dwarves walking around making deals as well, shopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit.
Okay. Viltari?
I think. I think maybe I just want to maybe walk up to this first guy and ask him basically I want to persuade him. So I would like to roll a persuasion check, but I want to persuade him to be friendly and tell me a little bit more about why he's saying or why there are signs that say no outsiders.
Sure. So as you walk up to him, you start talking to him, and after a few sentences, you notice he's not paying you any mind. He hasn't even acknowledged your presence. He's currently chatting with an elvish woman and trying to sell her a torn shirt. It's dirty. It's in tatters. I'm looking at his table. It's full of just clothes that would be barely considered clothes.
Okay, can I cast a cantrip mending on some of the clothes and see if that gets his attention?
Sure. Yeah. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you focus, you reach out and you pick up a nice skirt that has this really just like long tear down one side that basically just has like really high cut in it, right? So you reach over, you touch it, and slowly the threads work themselves back together. Some of the dust starts falling off, and it's this really pretty pink flowery skirt. And you fix it, you look at it, and hasn't even looked at you. And you notice the customer, the elvish woman, hasn't looked at you either.
Well then, okay.
Is he in a like wooden stand where he's peddling his goods from?
No, there's just like a wooden table in front of him.
I want to nudge the table with my boot. Just gently.
Yeah. You kind of kick the table. No reaction.
Do I get physical reaction from the table? Do I
the table
feel resistance?
Yeah.
Okay.
You touch the table. Table's solid. It scoots back about an inch. But
I would like to use Awakened Mind to echo. I want to focus on this this merchant. Focus on his mind and just echo within his brain.
Just coughing?
Yeah.
Just clearing your
Just
throat?
like trying to get his
Literally-
attention. Like, hello.
Literally inside his brain.
Don't need to share a language or to understand your telepathic utterances. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. So as you close your eyes, you reach out and you start to feel the minds of all these people around you. And you reach out to this halflings, males, and as you do, you notice that there is some kind of barrier. There's some kind of control that's being exerted on this individual from somewhere else. And as you try to get the attention, there's a brief moment where the halfling, his eyes glance to you and then right back.
Oh.
As if it didn't happen. But there was a brief moment where
Not happened.
he noticed your presence.
It happened.
Huh. Okay.
That's interesting.
Am I? Have they moved out of gentle whispering distance from me, or can I communicate at all with them from where I am?
I'm
mean,
pretty
they're-
close to you.
Yeah. Beltari? Beltari's right next to you, yeah.
Okay. Did you see that? He saw you. Can you blink twice if you're in trouble?
At this point, the halfling and the elvish woman finish up their transaction. She leaves a couple rusty copper pieces, and she turns and walks away. And he picks up a pair of shorts and starts yelling about the high quality of his shorts and how they're only 5 copper.
I salute his shorts.
Yeah.
I would like to step over to this dry fountain in the middle and just check it out.
Sure, you can give me an investigation check?
Yeah.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna just kind of start walking around and seeing what all the merchants have and see if anything piques my interest.
Sure, okay.
Natural
What'd you get?
2, so 1.
Oh.
Got a 1, yeah.
Oh.
So
I get
looking
that crit at the start and nothing after.
So looking at the fountain itself, it's a stone fountain. It's completely dry. There's like cobwebs on the inside, little bugs running around. It's just a empty basin. Nothing too special about it.
I'm gonna sit at the stone ring around it.
Okay.
Okay. This person at the bottom, are they a vendor, or are they just a person sitting at the bench?
They are a vendor. Talking about
The
this
blonde
one?
with the white
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, that is a vendor.
Yeah. Okay.
What does the second guy have?
So the second guy is going to have... Where are my notes for this? This one's going to have furniture. So he's going to have chairs, a couple tables, a little nightstand, but all of them are broken in some way. The chair doesn't have one of the arms. The table is slanted. The end table has a little door, but it's barely hanging on the hinges.
And pretty much the same, like, glossed over, not paying attention to me type thing.
Exactly, yeah. So
Okay.
as you continue your way around, you come to... So that second vendor, this one, the girl at the bottom, the blonde hair, is actually trying to sell potions. Has vials of different things out, different liquids. Most of the vials are either empty or broken, but there are 3 vials on the table that seem intact.
Do I know just by looking at them what they are?
You're a bard? Yeah, probably. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And Cirid?
Sarid.
Cirid. Can you give me a general perception check?
Yeah.
I got a 19.
19, yeah. So you're easily able to identify these. The one on the far left is this very small vial. There's only maybe 50 milliliters of liquid in this, right? Not very much. And looking at it, you see it almost contracting and expanding back and forth. And this is a potion of smallness, which reduces your size to 1/4 of your current size if you drink it. The second potion is this brownish swirl, almost has like chunks of just like dirt or different types of rock inside of it. Looks kind of gross. You recognize this as a potion of resistance. If you drink it for an hour, you get resistance to a damage type of your choice. And the third potion is this fiery red potion that looks like there's actually embers inside the liquid, and there's actually a little like faint light coming off of it. And this one is a potion of fire breath, which by the name, you get to breathe fire for an hour. You can do that up to 3 times.
I got a 9, by the way.
9. So you're just kind of generally sitting and kind of watching everybody, and one
Getting
thing
hungry.
to stick out to you is that this vendor over here, the blue background, she has slightly darker skin, black curly hair. She makes direct eye contact with you and gives you a big smile and starts waving you over.
All right. I'm going to walk through this dry fountain because there's no water in it. And just go over to her
Sure.
and go like, oh, well, hello. Finally, some contact, some warm touch, human interaction.
Oh, yes, of course. Everyone... I know they're trying to kick people out and keep everyone out, but I'm not like that. I have nice bread. Would you like some nice bread? And she picks up this rather round, kind of brownish gray loaf that has that slimy sheen to it that everything else does. And she's like, it's only 1 silver if you'd like.
I'll take it. It looks delicious.
Bid.
There, she
Not
gives
bad,
over
bid.
to you, very happily, and she gives you a big smile. Her teeth are crooked and rotting, and she hands it. She's like, "Oh, thank you. We have more if you like. My wife makes them."
I'm getting, but now that we have commenced commerce, maybe you will like to talk to us a little bit. What's going on here? Why does everybody want to get kicked out? What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing that bad, really. It's just the Duke has this new I don't know, box or something, and he's really protective of it. So I don't know. They're supposed to be doing a ritual later today. Hopefully the ritual goes okay. It'll be fine. But,
This dude got a name?
Duke, yes. That would be Duke Torvald Sutherland.
Torvald
Sutherland.
Sorry, Cedric, you were saying go ahead, bud. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's Therid, but that's okay. What manner of ritual are we speaking of? And is it by any chance the dental variety? I mean, yes, tell me more about this ritual.
I don't know too much about the ritual. It's being performed by some of his wise sages of sorts. I just hope that once it's complete, we're able to take these walls down, and it's been pretty terrible for business.
And why are these walls up in the first place?
Oh, the Duke had some small box, and okay, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't sleep for a long time. So he paid people to go out and find solutions, and someone brought him a box. And well, they made him sleep, and now he doesn't want to give it up.
Interesting. So you put up barriers, but this ritual is supposed to be able to allow him to take the barriers down, so...
I mean, that's what I'm hoping. I hope he takes the barriers down. Trying to make a living.
Sounds like a classic possession case to me. Sounds like this guy cracked open a box and got the woogly wooglies from this box, and now the whole town went to heck, and now we are here. Maybe we need to go and liberate this Mr. Sutherland from his box.
Town went to heck? What are you wrong? There's nothing wrong with our town.
Have you seen your goopy bread? You just sold me your goopy bread.
I'm gonna nudge Seasick in the oh my gosh, height difference. I guess I'm gonna gently kick you in the shin. Try to interrupt you talking. Where can we find this Duke of yours? Mr. Sutherland?
The Duke, yes. He'll be at the High Hall.
At the end of the purple flame.
He'll be at the High Hall, and she points in the general direction of the glowing purple light. And she's about 1,000 feet down this road, just towards the center of town.
Who would have guessed it?
In which direction relative to the map?
Be west.
West, okay.
This way.
All right.
And with that, out of nowhere, a high screech like that of a giant bird calls out in the distance. Panic erupts in the market as everyone closes up shop and flees for their homes. Delilah's, the NPC you're talking to, her eyes go wide with horror and realization as memories come flooding back. Oh god, not again. It's happening all again. She tries to grab at Sarid?
Me?
Yes, I keep saying your name wrong. Sarid, and tries to reach out and grabs you and tries to tug your arm and lead you to a hiding spot behind her bread table. Hide now, she pleads at you as terror washes over her face, and she mumbles, "The eaters are coming," and she huddles in fetal position. What do you do?
I'm gonna run over to them, and I have in my tattoo, I have stored the spell, level 3 spell Tiny Hut, and I'm gonna cast it so that it basically falls over the three of us and that NPC. And we're basically protected. It's impenetrable by anyone else. We can come and go as we please.
Okay. I'm gonna take her into my arms and just be like, "Don't worry, baby. We will take care of this." I'm actually good thinking on the tiny hut. I'm going to actually peek my head out of the tiny hut. What do I see?
Wait. Does your head increased in size? How does this actually work? The HUD is tiny, right?
Oh, no, not necessarily. It's technically a 10-foot radius dome.
Oh, neat.
It's not tiny.
Got it.
That's just what
I thought it was like a clown car
called.
situation.
I was trying to remember if it was like an extra dimensional space, but I don't think it is. I think it's the same size inside and outside.
So it's just like makes you invisible?
It is an impenetrable dome.
Oh, so they know they can still know we're here though.
Yes.
They're like, this is the dome.
Well, they know the dome is here.
In the street. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
was like picturing like a squirrel, like a little thing like this big, like a little house or whatever.
Not an actual tiny hut, but
Understood. Thank you.
what are you doing? Are you going ahead and going with this and hiding with everybody? You sick? Yeah.
Seasick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
I'll poke my head out.
I'm already here, baby. Let's go.
Sarid.
Yeah.
Sarid?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Grabs Delilah in his massive bronze dragonborn arms. Holds her close.
I'm like gone.
Yeah, I thought you were holding her.
Yeah, but I don't have strong arms. I'm a very, very skinny, gaunt, frail looking, relatively frail looking dragonborn. It's one of Sarid's insecurities even. So.
Oh, poor Sarid. Well, Sarid wraps his tiny arms around Delilah and holds her close. And as you do this, you see Voltari run up, and her tattoo, I think, is it your right or left arm?
it is my right arm.
Her right arm is covered in tattoo, these mandalas. The top of her arm, the mandalas seem like they're also made up of arcane sigils. And she starts mumbling something to herself, and the lower part of her arm, one of the mandalas starts spinning and spinning and spinning, and slowly her entire arm glows with arcane magic. And then out of nowhere, the tiny hut, this force field surrounds all of you. After the energy fades from her arm, that part of that tattoo is now gone, as if nothing was ever there. As this happens, the entire area falls silent, save for the bird-like shrieking as everyone hides as best they can. The sound of stumbling boots produce the echoes off the streets, and distant screeches grow closer. A figure comes into near the fountain, dressed in tattered wizard's clothes, and he screams, "It's full of nightmares!" As a hiss and a screech draws your eyes to a shadowy figure crawling on all fours with unnatural speed in pursuit of the fleeing man. The man attempts to jump for the fountain, but the shadowy figure leaps at him first. There's a horrible noise as the man is grabbed in the shadow's jaws and dragged off into the darkness. 6 more of these horrible monsters emerge in the areas around square, each feasting on one of the commoners or sellers, vendors here in this area.
Are we aware of anything that's happening outside of the tiny hut?
Yeah, you can see all of this.
We can see everything, and we can hear everything.
Okay.
I don't need to peek my head out there. Never mind.
No.
Yes.
All right.
These creatures are scrawny, gray-skinned humanoids. They have gnarled fingers, bare feet. Most of their features are covered by tattered robes, and they move on all fours, almost more primal-like.
So, like, demonic. But, demon-possessed humanoids.
Sure, yeah. Would y'all
Sounds like there should be a necromancer afoot.
Would you like to leave the tiny hut or continue watching?
I'm chilling, but
I'm gonna watch and see what they do.
This seems right up your alley. What's your god's name? I'm sorry, I just blanked on it.
God, I mean, I don't even know. He's not even a god, really.
The thing you came into.
Something beyond gods. Something from the far realm is... A god is nothing compared to the terrors and
Okay, fine.
unimaginable things
Semantics.
in there.
What was it? I was trying to just ask you, what was the thing called? I just forget the name of it. You said the name of it at the beginning.
I don't know his name. Or
Oh,
they.
you don't?
Yeah, you did. You called him something with an H.
I thought you did. Maybe not. Yeah.
Oh no! I am just a big fan of Hadar's magic.
Hadal. Okay.
Tunga Hadar. He's got a
Hadar.
very good spell that I hope. to
So,
use
is
today.
this the same Hadar guy that was causing you a little bit of anxiety at the beginning when we came in here? Or is this a different feeling you're getting from these guys?
Well, let's find out. Can I investigate what these are?
Sure. If you have a hunch, you can do whatever skill is related to it. If you're trying to figure out where they're from, you can do like a nature check. Or if you think they're more arcane in nature, you can do that.
I'm better at
Or these-
arcane, so I'll try that.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
21.
Whoa.
21, yeah. So watching these movements, being familiar with otherworldly powers, you recognize these as, for lack of a better word, thralls to a higher power.
Okay.
They're humans, or humanoids, at least at one point, who have succumbed to either the lore, mind control, or just power of something greater.
Okay.
And they have been changed physically and mentally.
I am going to, I guess for the moment, I want to chill to see what they do or where they end up going, what direction. But I tell Veltari and Seasick, seems that these are some sort of undead beings under the thrall of some greater being. But
Well, I don't know about you, but I think we should stay until they have their fill and move on.
I don't disagree with you. Let's just stay put and see what they do. Maybe they'll get a few more snacks in and they won't pay us any mind once we need to leave.
So, seems like y'all are going to be chilling, just waiting to see what happens, yes? Okay.
And if we can stay the whole 8 hours, I can get
Another
the
tiny hut.
slots back in my tattoo. So,
That's a long time. I don't know, Phil.
That's a long time.
I know.
So,
but that's how long the tiny hut stays up. So,
as y'all are
Just
watching these eaters, as Delilah called them, start grabbing a commoner here, there, the screams fill the marketplace. Blood splatters on the ground as the teeth sinks into these different people, and they start being dragged off back into the darkness.
I'm sort of
That's-
counting down how many how many people there are left as they get eaten up.
So
Do
there's
we
about
know a
a
total count?
Yeah, so there was 6 vendors and about a dozen other shoppers. So 6 of those shoppers were taken out.
And the
so
one
there's
vendor's
now-
with us in the hut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the vendors is with you
Delilah.
right now. Delilah, yep.
so as they're taken back, did the eater goes with them, right?
Yep. So with that, the 6 eaters who came up have now left. And all you hear now is a faint cry, a scream for help, and an otherworldly hiss over the next few minutes.
Is that the same
Then-
hiss that I heard
It
at
is.
the beginning? Okay.
Mm.
And over the next few minutes, Delilah, her falls into like a whimpering fit, crying, sobbing.
Oh, no.
Well,
Go
look,
for it.
Delilah, I understand this is very what's the delicate
Traumatizing.
word? Thank you, Veltari. Traumatizing. This isn't trauma. Anyway, but I would like for you to pick yourself up. I'm going to grab her and put her back on her feet. Dust yourself off, and if you wouldn't mind taking us to the Duke, I would love for the 3 of us to be able to have a chat with him. Do you feel that this would be within your capacity at the moment. I will do a.
I love hearing Cassette like this. See, this is not a normal Cassette behavior.
Hey, I'm neutral evil, all right.
Hey, kid, get up!
I gotta play.
Quit your bitching. Get up. Stop whining.
Can I do a persuasion or deception, or not deception, intimidation to?
Whichever, however you want to roleplay it, right? If you want to do intimidation, you can. Try to intimidate her to, and you were trying to get her to lead you to the high hall.
Don't intimidate her.
So I imagine she's still probably going through a panic attack or anything, and I'm just gonna grab her by both shoulders and I'm gonna stare her in the eyes, and using Awakened Mind, I am going to communicate all about the untellable horrors that lie beyond the far realm, and how we each need to gain the knowledge to I'm trying to find the right words.
What do we see when this is happening? Is he doing a mind meld with her only, or is she screaming? What's happening?
I think technically they wouldn't be able to hear it, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So, yeah, this is telepathic. To be just between
you're grabbing
Sarid
her and she's
Delilah.
visibly in distress. Do we need to stop this?
I mean, she's still sobbing. So as Sarid gets her up, tears still running down her face, he says what he does. Oh, what's up?
I know what to say to her.
Okay.
These horrors are nothing compared to what lies beyond the far realms. So I would say that you can count your blessings for what you have gone through today, because you are one step further from glimpsing the other side of the veil to see what lies beyond that might be unknowable to you. And if you would like to stay alive, we could perhaps help with that, but I'm really going to need you to take us to that Duke right about now.
She said this is not the first time, Cedric. Come on, don't pressure so much. We could ask a little question. A dialogue would help. This seems to be a reoccurring occurrence. Well, I mean,
so
you're bullying, so I gotta.
With this, you're focusing on her mind, and unlike the last vendor you tried to reach out to, her mind right now isn't being controlled. It's free at the moment. And as you give her this information, you start getting flashes of her memories. You start getting flashes of what she lived and how what just happened has happened hundreds of times. And how before that, the Duke did find some kind of box that corrupted him. And all he wanted to do was protect his precious secret. And the ritual that she mentioned earlier had already happened. And that's why they're in this nightmare.
And has it happened 100 times, or has the ritual...
Rituals happened once. This scenario with the eaters coming in and attacking has happened hundreds.
That's a big town. How many villages have they gone through?
In the middle of speaking with her telepathically, I'm imagining that these memories and information are interrupting my train of thought, so to speak, and so I'm going to communicate to the two. Oh my gods. This is a Groundhog's Day situation.
What now, huh?
The ritual has already happened, the one that she mentioned. She's been reliving this 100 times. This one event. No wonder you're a sobbing mess. Well, this
so we're
changes
inside
everything.
a nightmare.
I suppose a nightmare that just keeps on going. Who knows when it starts? Who knows when it ends? Oh no, we might get trapped in the loop ourselves.
Dang, Mensis.
It's a nightmare Mensis all over again. Well, no matter. She's probably barely a husk of a person anymore. I'm sorry. Delilah, you said westward we can find the Duke. Is that correct? We could just go find the Duke at this point, or see what's left of him. None of this is going to make any sense.
These are probably even just memories. Or do we even know this is not just a big illusion?
No, I'm going to poke her in the shoulder. She's
Yeah, I was going to say, pull out my rapier.
Oh, so
we don't need to drop that.
As you're talking to her,
Oh boy.
her sobbing fades. Delilah stands up, walks out of the bubble, out of the tiny hut back to her stall.
Starting again.
Tears still drying on her cheeks. She starts hawking the bread once again as if nothing had happened. And looking around, she sees you all. Welcome! I have bread to share if you have coin, and flashes you a big smile.
Are the townspeople resurrected?
Looking around, you see 6 more people walking in from outside.
New people or the same people?
These are the same people.
Ah, okay.
Walking in from the edges of the market, going back to start their shopping once again.
Another one of those loaves? Seasick?
No, I don't want more. Oh yeah, what happened to my slimy loaf? Is it still in my pocket? Or is it vanished as well?
Nope, you still have it.
Infinite bread!
Could we tell how long that cycle was?
So from when you got here till it started again, probably about 30 minutes.
Oh. Whoa. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of deaths to relive. I think we should go and investigate this purple light in the center of town.
I'm gonna go pick up those. Sorry, I'm gonna go pick up those 3 potions from this blonde chick.
You know they're just gonna disappear in 30 minutes.
Okay, so that tiny hut then disappears, right?
No, we can go in and out of it as we please. It's just up for 8 hours.
Okay.
Or until I decide to take it down, basically.
Broken.
So
right, I'm gonna sit tight in there.
On the topic of the objects in the town, all of the physical objects, the bread, the furniture, all of that seems unchanged by these reliving of whatever is going on here. Looking at the 6 people who came back, their clothes are now more tattered, have more bite marks on their bodies, but they're back, people-wise, flesh-wise, right? But whatever happens to the objects seems to stay in between loops.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go get the potions. And I mean, she's not gonna interact with me, right? I assume she didn't before, so I'm just gonna lay down however much she was telling another consumer that it would be. I'll just lay the coins down and then take them back to the hut.
Sure, that was supposed to be a gold each, so 3 gold total.
Cool.
Literally a steal. You grabbed all 3 items?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What say we all stay here for one more loop just to see what happens?
Sure.
Or how it plays out.
I mean, what I'm wondering is if we can kill the eaters, do they come back?
Well,
because
go ahead, sorry.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because have
Stop the loop.
The merchants probably haven't tried killing them. The townspeople probably haven't tried killing them. So are we able to kill them?
They're all level 0 people probably, so
I say we kind of try that, but the tiny hut can stay up. So we can basically have that on our backs, fight, and then if we need to, just go in real quick.
Oh, it's a shame that my strength is so bad. Because I was gonna say we could wait for 5 of them to leave, and I could grapple one, and then one of you could stab it. See what happens when we have one of them dead.
What if one of us just take this fire breath potion and just go out in the fountain and then spin around and spray fire?
I won't say no.
One of you big tall folk would be a good candidate for that.
I think the Dragonborn should do that.
It seems
I
fair.
mean, I already have lightning breath, so I don't know.
Cool.
Multi-element breath.
That wouldn't disagree with my digestion, I suppose.
Okay.
It's like a spicy meatball.
Is it 30 feet of movement to spin around 360 degrees in one action?
Or like we could stand back to back in the fountain, and I could take the breath and go, and then you could take your lightning breath and go.
No,
So-
you know what? I do have an idea. It's a little risky though. That won't involve the fire breath. But Lucid, you were gonna say something?
If you
Flame
wanted to do
Thundernado.
the fire breath, usually the range of it is within 30 feet of you. If you wanted to spin around, I would allow it, say, 15 feet, but like square around you, and everyone in it would have advantage on the saving throw
Oh yeah, that makes
to
sense.
try to
Okay.
dodge out of the way. But you'd be able to
They would
hit,
have advantage on it.
yeah, for them to dodge it.
Oh.
Probably because I
it's-
wouldn't be focusing on one target. So
right, you're trying to blanket an area,
yeah.
but I would allow it.
You know what? No, I have. It's just like, do I really want to burn a spell slot for this experiment?
I say maybe we just try to pop out and see if we can get one of the eaters.
Yeah, let's do that. That's probably safest.
Okay.
Can we? I have a quick question about Tiny Hut. Can we technically do spell attacks out
Not
of it?
through it.
Not through it. Okay.
Can you enter it while you're in combat?
Yeah, should be able to.
As far as I know, yeah. Because it just says creatures and objects within the dome when you cast it can move through it freely. Spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it.
How much time until the next time that these eaters come by?
As of now, probably about 25 minutes. We can skip to that if that's what you would like to do. If you always want to wait for the next round.
Yeah. Do you wanna...
Can we, when are we gonna weave in some restroom breaks?
We can take one real quick if you like.
Yeah, if you give me like 2 minutes, that'd be great.
Yeah, not a
Let's do
problem.
that.
All right, cool. I'll be right back. Thanks.
Okay.
Before we start the next round, thank you.
Sure.
Huh.
So we can have 6 come through, wait for them to start moving away, and whatever one is closest to us, I could try to. I don't have anything that would be silent.
I have a hold person. It's
Ooh.
level 2, so I would be using a level 2 slot, but
I'll be right back as well. Y'all keep chatting.
Okay. All right.
hold person. Choose a humanoid you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, which I doubt they would have much wisdom if they're like controlled in a nightmare, maybe? I don't know. Or
Unless
so if they
whatever's controlling them can channel their wisdom to them, but I doubt
True. I don't know. So they wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they're paralyzed for the duration, and the duration of this is 1 minute.
that. And that's just not. We won't be in initiative, as far as I know, if they don't see us and we do hold person. So it would take less than a minute for the eaters to remove themselves, I imagine.
And I have really good stealth. I have a +8 on stealth, so I can probably just pop out, stealth, have them come in, cast it on one, and then the other ones leave. And by the time the other ones leave, we can kind of go up to that one. And
They can Eldritch Blast it a little bit.
yeah,
All
I
right.
think that sounds good.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of trying that. We'll check in with Sun when he gets back, but I think that should be hopefully as long as casting hold person on one of them doesn't cause its controller to take notice.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of what we're gonna have to.
Yep.
Unless we want to just try like straight up attacking, like physical attacking. But then that could, we could initiate the rest of them, and I would
Right.
rather only do one.
And we could probably just skip that entirely and just go to the west to the light more. But who knows if those eaters will show up again.
Yeah, I feel like we need to
We're in
know
another
like
area.
how you can interact with them. Like, will they die?
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
So, son, we're thinking probably waiting for the 6 eaters to appear again, and then as they're leaving, whatever one is closest to us, cast hold person on it, wait for the others to leave, and then kill it.
If they
Or at
leave,
least if they leave, or at least see what happens, because there
gonna
is a
get their
risk.
attention for sure.
There is a risk that later on, wherever we're going, they're going to be there as well again.
Yeah, you don't think they're just gonna come back though? They ate those people, and those people came back.
Well, I
I just
think
But
that
they've
would
never
be the
been killed before.
But I think that would be the test, right? We would try to do this one, kill this one, and then if when they come back, like we would have to wait one more round, and when they come back, are there only 5?
Sure. I just don't be surprised if they all get the tension and we have to
No.
fight all of them.
That wouldn't be surprising at all, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that there's a risk that whatever's, even if they wouldn't perceive it, whatever's controlling them might perceive what's going on.
I kind of
control
personally say we say leave them to be devoured and just go towards the purple light. That's a lot of resources we may spend fighting off 6
Right.
individual monsters multiple times.
Yeah.
Fair point.
But I hear what you're saying. They're probably going to show up later on for sure. But maybe they're just stuck in a loop and they just go
Yeah.
here and they just respawn and go here.
Maybe
Okay,
let's
so what would you like to
save
do?
your
You want to stay or go?
maybe let's save your spell slot.
Let's go.
Yeah. But they're here again now, right?
Yeah, so y'all have waited the time. The 6 eaters have reappeared. Same exact scenario plays out. You see a humanoid running through the streets, yelling about the nightmare, and the eaters are coming. He gets jumped on. The other ones appear, take the commoners away.
I'm counting down.
Delilah tries to grab you, tries to hide again, whole 9 yards.
Interesting. Same experience from her as well, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, I wish I would have went and talked to another vendor to see if they would have a different, experience. But yeah, I think this is gonna recycle, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just head toward the light.
No, don't go toward the light.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
Okay.
Delilah just do her thing, not really pay her much mind, just keeping track of where the eaters are going and when they leave.
Yeah, I don't want to do it until they leave for sure.
Yeah.
So they've all faded away at this point. Seems like the overall loop has started back over. Delilah's back up. The common folk are back in town, shopping again, and y'all can start making your way west towards the purple light of the High Hall. Now, as you make your way there, the cobblestone streets shine with the sick, oily substance from the barricade and everything else. The sickly sweet smell grows stronger as you get closer to the High Hall. More of those signs from the gate hang and clattering in the wind. Intermittently, you hear the sound of an eater howling, skittering along a wall, or leaping rooftop to rooftop. Unintelligible whispers chitter from the darkness, but you're never quite able to catch the sight of the source. Sarid, need you make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, man. What I'm great at. Yeah, that's gonna be an 8.
Okay. You, as you have made a pact with an otherworldly being, are slightly more susceptible to the influences here.
Oh shit!
Can I please have you make a melee attack roll? Do you have a melee weapon?
Oh,
I do. Y'all are lucky. It's a dagger. You're gonna be okay.
Can you please make a melee roll?
I botched. It's a 1.
Awesome.
Well, okay.
So as you're walking along,
it's a 6. It's a 6.
Okay.
You trip and fall on yourself.
so it was a natural one though.
Yes, it was.
Okay. So as you're walking along, you start hearing these whispers, unintelligible, but you understand the meaning of. Hill. Hill. And without even realizing
Sorry,
kill,
kind of cut out there. Are you saying kill?
kill.
Okay, gotcha.
And without even realizing it, your hand is on your dagger, and a moment later, you lunge towards Baltari, dagger in hand, coming down. Luckily, you also trip while doing this and fall flat on your face. Baltari turns around, looks at you, and you slowly get up, your mind coming back to you, realizing the dagger's in your hand, not exactly sure why.
No, he doesn't get back up. I basically get on top of him, and I'm like standing on his hand where the dagger is, and I like ready my magic blowgun.
Hey now. Now, let's talk about this.
Hey
now. I don't know what just happened, okay? I truly. Now, can you please, this...
No, keep it down. You came in here talking about some god, and now you're popping off about killing somebody. Just because you slipped on a banana peel doesn't mean we have to let you up.
I don't know what came over me, okay? Just hearing these whispers, and all of a sudden my hand was just moving.
What did these whispers say, and where did they come from? No, you are staying down.
How would I know?
You have the far god communication, you tell us.
Yeah, it never really speaks intelligibly to me. But this time I actually heard the words kill. So it can't be from that.
You were gonna obey them though. Drop the dagger out of your hand at least. And your pockets.
The only thing I have is my book.
I'm just I'm gonna shake my head, and I'm just gonna say, "Don't try it again."
Shall we bind
step
him?
Off.
If Valtari trusts you, then I guess you're okay for now. But I recommend binding you.
Well, let's just see if you don't fall to the same suggestion at another point.
Good point.
I didn't come in.
The shoe will be on the other foot, or the foot will be on the other wrist. Whatever.
I don't have a romance with no being from the far plane.
There's nothing romantic about my situation with my patron. It's not that kind of thing. I am not a OnlyFan per se. I am simply a warlock.
From the way I heard you talking about it the other night, you were having some little mystery and some communication, and you fell through your world into some other place, and then you had a little tantric communicato with some demon from the far plane, some being that we don't know about.
Gentlemen, let's focus, please.
He tried to kill you. You're being awful calm about it.
I am merely a vessel. And it seems like I'm susceptible to being used as a vessel by others.
Well, let me fill you.
Please don't.
So
I'm going to use Awakened Mind to fill C6 brain with a whole bunch of nonsense. And then I'm just going to shake my head and keep walking west.
Does that use a spell slot, or is that a cantrip?
No, it's nothing. It's just a feature I have. I can just communicate telepathically because I was touched by a great old one.
Awakened Mind, what does it do?
Telepathically communicate with a creature knowing at least one language within 30 feet. We don't need to share a language in order to communicably talk to each other.
And you've done what?
I was just filling your brain with nonsense, just noise, just to make you feel uneasy.
So
it's just my way of going, Nina.
Sounds like the same words have been coming out. Doesn't matter.
All right, moving on.
So, as y'all have sorted out this conversation, you continue moving down. You see a pool of blood smeared towards one of the alleyways on your right-hand side as you're making your way through. And then ahead of you is a crossroads of sorts.
I look to my left. What do I see?
Tech issues, map
Oh, okay.
issues. There we go.
Oh, hey. Cool.
My map disappeared for a moment. My apologies.
You're good.
Ahead of you, you see a crossroads of sort. A broken statue lying in the middle of the way. You hear sounds of rending and tearing that draw the eye, where a villager is being feasted on by 3 eaters. Currently, they don't seem to notice you. There are a few different buildings around you, tattered signs clinging to the walls, and a scene of, yeah.
Can we Scooby Doo look over the side of the building, just kind of like peek over the side, like all of us in a line?
Sure, you all give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna be very stealthy here.
What am I? Okay, that's not bad. No, that's very bad. 6.
Okay. Voltari?
12.
Okay. And Seasick?
So you add, what do we add on for this one? I saw you had the +8, Voltari. What was that for?
It's whatever is on your sheet under stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, it's for stealth. Okay, thank you for +4.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Thank you very much. 19.
Oh,
Nice
Very
job.
nice.
wow.
All right, well, 2 of the 3 of you succeeded, so there'll be a group pass as y'all start going against the wall, peering over. You do see these 3 eaters. You see them a bit more up close. Their skin ashen, gray, their fingernails, some long, some completely missing. Their tattered robes of these 3, the actual hoods are pulled back, and you see that they're completely bald, with just like their skin seems to be cracking and bleeding from their heads. Their mouths are more round and full of teeth, like in a circle. Think of like an eel's mouth, as it were, as they're starting to suck and chew this
That's disgusting.
human male.
Welp.
Don't understand how poor people don't have regular spa days. I mean, look at them. They're falling apart. This is what happens to you when you don't invest in yourself.
Maybe if we wait, do we think it'll cycle like the last scene we were in?
I agree with you. I think that would happen. But with we're not engaged with these, right? We don't have their attention.
Nope, they do not know you're here.
Yeah. How long is it until the next cycle starts? Have we been keeping track of that, or do we have to just wait until hanging out? Do we know?
Yeah, we can say
roughly?
you've been keeping track of that.
Because we could have heard like the screams of the townspeople from the last
so
cycle.
Right now, you're only probably like 500-ish feet away from the marketplace, and you have another 500 feet to go to the high hall. So it's probably this is the start of a cycle right now.
Okay.
And the cycle was really quick, it seemed. So
It was
I say
30
let's
minutes.
just. Well, like I guess the cycle, as in the eaters coming and taking someone and leaving, like their presence in that scene was very quick.
Right.
So I say we just like sit here for a second.
Unless this is the path, unless these are those eaters and they're running down and they're gonna run. These could be those same very eaters, and they just like have some more that they meet up with or whatever.
While this is going on, can I run a history check on that statue in the middle?
Sure.
Cool idea.
Oh. That'll be a 21.
Very nice.
When it really matters.
Good roll. Yeah, I know, right?
So you recognize the statue as the statue of a Torvald Sutherland, the first, the one who originally settled Tranquil Ridge. This was a town up in the mountains. They mostly hunted for game and traded pelts, and was just kind of a small, cozy town. It's been here for about 200 years or so, and the ruler is the Sutherland family, and the current ruler, the Duke of Torvald Sutherland, happened to be named the same. But this statue in particular is of the original.
The three of the eaters, what are they surrounding again?
A human male body.
But we don't know. We don't know. Oh, body. Alive? No, not dead. Or
Dead.
Dead. Okay.
They're eating it.
Am I able to see if it was I don't know, part of anything with the Sutherland, like common like robes or anything like that the statue might be wearing, or are there any defining features about the robe, or is it just like a commoner? I'm trying to determine who that is being eaten, or if they may have any significance to our Sutherland family or anything like that.
So the one being eaten particularly, no. Looking at it, seems to be a random commoner, and looking closely, it's not one of the ones you saw in the marketplace.
Okay.
Different one. Okay.
Do these individual eaters have defining features, or do they all look the same?
They all pretty much look the same.
Okay, so we couldn't tell if they were the same from the marketplace?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not without getting to know one and really studying it, and but just
getting
like
to
from
know
like,
one, you say.
like
We just
just like
gotta
getting.
We just need to start chipping them so that we can track them, right?
Indeed, yeah. But yeah, they look pretty much
Tagging.
the same surface level wise.
Okay. Okay.
So do y'all want to wait and see what happens with this?
Well,
Yes,
we
so
either
where are
wait
we
or we
waiting?
stealth by, right? So
Yeah, I mean, can we wait? Should we wait in this little hut next to this, or do we? Because otherwise, we're out in the open, correct?
I like the
Yes.
I like the sound of that.
Okay. And can silent. Awesome, cool. Yeah, y'all can move. Perfect. Okay, so y'all make your way into this small, rundown building. As you do, you listen to the chewing outside,
Gross.
and about 15 minutes or so pass, and you hear a familiar scream come from the marketplace from that direction, so back to the east. And about that time, the chewing stops, and the eaters, you hear them start crawling away. One of them starts crawling off the side of the building you're in, the abandoned house, and you hear its steps as it's crawling up the wall and onto the roof, and then you hear it
It's
jump
got
off
Spider-Man
into the
powers?
distance.
Dang. Okay.
Gross.
So
Can we
y'all
go
are
look at the body?
Sure, y'all have been in this house for a good 15 minutes. Can y'all give me
Yeah.
just a general like perception check, since y'all would
Sure.
just be chilling in here?
And I can add my plus perception score, correct?
Yes.
Sweet. That's really good.
2.
2? Okay.
Well,
Sorry?
25.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay, so while y'all are just kind of chilling, waiting in silence, listening to the horrendous sounds, Seasick, you end up just kind of messing with the floorboards of this abandoned house, and ended up pushing one to the side, and you see on the ground underneath the floorboard is this immaculate golden hilt of a sword. So it's just the hilt, comes out with like actual like proper hilt on either side, like it comes up right, and there's like an open slot in the middle of it where like a blade would have gone, but it's just the hilt.
Quickly grab it for sure.
Okay.
Hands full on, and say, hey, look what I found. Look at this fancy house it's gonna buy me.
Congratulations.
You're a bard, right,
Yes, sir.
son? Yeah. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
you're magically inclined. Give me an Arcana check with advantage
that
since
good,
you're
though.
touching this.
What does that mean? Sorry.
So you're gonna roll your d20 twice. So roll the check twice. Take the higher number.
Okay, and I do my minus, correct? If it's minus.
Yeah, if it's minus.
Okay. Valor
Wasn't a
bard, so
bad
nothing really
roll.
too fancy. Yeah, pretty good. 17.
17, yeah. So picking this up, you immediately feel a sense of energy from it, sense of some kind of magic, almost radiant in nature. Looking more closely at it, you see written on the bottom in common is the word light.
So, it says here, a light. There's no blade. You think we need to find a dark blade to go with this light hilt? Or,
So the
or is
moment
this
you say
light hilt-
light, while you're
Oh,
holding
boy.
it,
Okay.
Wait, am I looking at it? Ah!
a blade of pure radiance springs into
Nice.
existence.
Let's hope for
It's
this.
about 3 feet long, the blade is, and it's pure white energy.
How heavy
of
is
some
this thing? Is this
sort.
like a regular sword strength or sword heft, or is it just a
It's
hilt?
a bit lighter, so this is would be a finesse weapon. This is called the Sun Blade.
Oh, stop it!
The actual details of it are in the Discord chat. For those watching at home, this is a longsword. It deals 1d8 radiant damage. It is a finesse and versatile weapon, which means you can use your
Oh my
dexterity
gosh.
score with it if you so choose. And if you two-wield it, which is the versatile part, two-hand it, it's a 1d10 radiant damage.
If you what with it? Dual wield it?
Sorry, if you two-hand it.
Two-handed. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you can use it with one hand or two. Using two hands, you can use it's a 1d10 for the damage.
Oh my god,
It's-
you get +2 bonus to attack
Oh, did you play that?
Yeah.
too.
I was like, where did that come from?
I was like, my alerts are off.
This item appears to be a longsword hilt. Cool.
Congratulations on your lightsaber. Just please be careful about where you point that thing
Wait,
before you
if I,
activate it.
So, do I just have to say light?
And then it springs into existence. Or actually, at this point, it's already lit.
It was already
it
out.
would,
Yeah.
It would retract. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Totally not a
fuck
lightsaber,
yeah.
by the way.
Say again?
Totally not a lightsaber. Totally not.
Yeah, totally not.
Totally not. Yeah.
Totally not.
All right,
All
so
the
I'm
noise
just-
is gone, right?
Yes, all the noise is gone. The eaters have went about their way. Looking back outside, that body is still there.
I'm gonna go.
Eaten,
investigate it.
pieces missing, but
I guess do a medicine check on it, maybe.
sure.
I'm gonna actually
Holy
go in this next
shit.
building and see if I can find anything fun.
Sure, give me an investigation check. And the medicine check from
11.
11? Hey, that's good enough. So looking at the body, it was once a human male, probably around 35 years of age, and it, unfortunately, was eaten probably alive. You can see the bite marks, the chew marks, the broken bones where they sucked out the marrow. Yeah.
That was graphic. Okay.
Sounds delicious. Marrow's
What?
really good on bread, though.
I can imagine.
On bread.
Blech.
Worst ways to go. How close
All
are we
right.
to the purple light now? Again, you
About
said
500
So
feet.
500 feet.
Okay.
I rolled a 23.
23. So searching this next house. This one has a broken bed in it, and as you're kind of poking around, you start picking at one of the pillows, and it's a little bit heavier than you expected. So opening up the case, you see this long, flat iron rod of sorts. Not flat, just long cylindrical rod, probably about 2 feet long. On either side of it is a sculpture of a horse, just at the top half of a horse, and there's a button right in the middle of the
Yo, cool.
Oh, I bet it expands. I'm gonna push the button.
Sure. You're holding it, you push the button, and it stops moving, like completely. Like you can't move it, and you let go,
Oh,
and it's
immovable
just
rod.
sitting there, in space, just floating.
I'm gonna push the button again.
You push it again, and it's back to its regular
Okay.
weight, and you can move it around. And you are correct; it is an immovable rod. Details of this are in chat. And for those watching at home, a movable rod is basically becomes magically fixed in place until you or another creature uses an action to push the button, and then it will move. And it doesn't move even if it's defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 800 pounds of weight. More weight will cause the rod to deactivate and fall. The creature can technically move it, but it's a DC check of a 30 on a strength to actually move it, and then you only move it 10 feet.
That's 8,000 pounds.
Ow.
Yep, 8,000. 4 tons of weight it can hold.
Oh, I thought you said 800. It's 8,000.
8,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Well, I'm just gonna kind of pack that away, like in my pack.
I'm gonna feel a little dejected from not finding anything. Oh wait,
There's 2 more buildings. Go look.
yeah, I was gonna say there's actually a door for this.
Bro, both of them got.
building.
Let's go peek, and we all go look in this third one together.
All right. So everyone can give me perception checks or investigation checks.
Let's let Cassette have his fun first.
Yeah, Cassette.
Okay. Yeah, you want me to do perception?
I hope you don't
do
get a shitty roll.
investigation.
If you do, we'll go try and give you the loot.
That's okay.
That's sick.
Yeah. So
Investigation.
whichever one you have a higher score for, investigation or perception.
It's the same.
Okay.
2.
Oh no!
Yeah. Looking around. It's a rundown house. There's a couple tables, chairs, broken floorboards. You see a old broom lying in the corner.
Yeah.
You don't really see anything.
I'm gonna go over to the statue in the middle and kind of just wait impatiently, doing the sonic foot tap.
We'll go check the top one. I'm gonna check down here. Or Silent, were you checking up there?
Yeah, I'll give Cassette whatever it is, though.
Oh no!
I rolled another
couldn't even.
23.
Don't think like that. No, it could be some bumpkiss ass thing that he's not good for.
So
Unless Cassette's being a bro and like doing. I'm sorry, unless Lucid's doing like customized loot, but could be fixed loot.
that would have been actually really impressive. I didn't think about that. Anyways, Voltari, in your house, looking around, you don't see anything worth of value, to be honest. Everything's just broken. There's a nice rug. There's a rug with many holes in it, and very tattered and dirty. But that's pretty much it. Sun, just going to give you one last roll just to make sure.
Yep, here we go. 18.
Nice.
18. Looking around, nothing stands out. The only thing that really is like catches your eye again is this random broom in the corner. Walking over to it.
Yes.
You pick it up. You feel like it's a nice, I don't know, sweeping broom, and then you see carved in the top the Elvish word. Do you speak Elvish by chance?
I don't. Hey, any of you two speak to any of this fancy cursive language?
Oh, I don't think we ever decided on your languages, Silent.
I don't think I did either.
I think you get like 4 languages that you choose from. I don't think we ever talked about
Can I
this.
say that I
I'll
speak
make one for the
Elvish?
Sure. I forgot about that one. My apologies.
No, you're good. I totally forgot to.
But Cassette, do you speak Elvish?
No,
No? Okay.
I do not.
So, Voltari, you... Beltari. You look at it, and it's the Elvish word for flight.
Cool.
I'm gonna hand it to Cassette, or I'm gonna hand it to Sarid.
I'm sorry. Are we doing chores? What?
You
What is
flying, son.
And then I'm gonna say the word.
Just go, whoa!
Cool. Yeah. Like 300
is
feet in
this?
the air.
What man? Oh, just like the sword, huh? Flight.
So the item is in chat. It is the Broom of Flying.
Cool.
Wood broom, weighs 3 pounds. Functions like a mundane broom until you say the command word, and then it has a flight speed of 50 feet and can carry up to 400 pounds.
Whoa.
You can also send the broom to travel alone to a destination within a mile of you. And then if you're familiar with that place, it'll go there, and when you say command word again, it'll come back.
Nice, actually.
That's
Well,
cool.
it's a good thing that I'm really gaunt Dragonborn, because otherwise this thing would have been much slower with me riding it. But I think I probably fall within the 50 feet speed requirement. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm just going to put it over my shoulder.
You don't want to ride it?
I'm perfectly happy walking. Sometimes it's very pleasant just feeling the ground beneath your feet.
Can I hitch a ride on your shoulder then? A small goblin.
I mean,
Hey, I could sing you. I could sing you a song. May I hitch a ride upon your shoulder?
I crouch down. I'm going to entertain it.
Right.
I'm going to crouch down.
Thank you.
You got to climb your own way up, though. I'm not helping you.
I'm like a little kitten, you know?
Aww.
And you're like,
Poor kitten.
it's still like claw climbing up.
Yeah.
Watch those threads. What instrument are you going to be playing while you're riding me?
How am I gonna? Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said climbing. Definitely. What do we say? It was a fiddle, right? Definitely the fiddle.
Going to play some fiddle?
Fiddle
Mhm.
for
All right,
sure.
so while
I like
we're
it, I
walking
like it.
Context.
to the purple light, making
Uh-huh.
tons of musical noise.
Uh-huh.
I don't think this is a
Um,
great idea.
It's a
I think you should
fantastic.
shut up.
It's the bloodline. He's gonna get possessed.
you
He's
say
gonna
that-
stab him straight away.
Do you say
Pardon?
that character, Beltari?
Oh, very good. Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I think you guys should shut up, and then I'm gonna distance myself from them about 10 feet and be super stealthy on the side.
I don't know. I've started to embrace the music. I've been convinced.
Sure. Veltari gave me a stealth check then.
Tis a catchy tune. Son, we're gonna get our asses killed.
I mean, maybe.
27.
Yeah, you're in the shadows.
And
Okay, so
we're just walking in the middle of the street.
With
Yep,
a
walking in the
fiddle.
middle of the street with a fiddle.
Mhm.
Honestly, the fiddle, the playing, Cece, can you give me a performance check?
Oh.
Yep, take your time.
Oh, it's you. Don't DMCA us.
It's not. Where's my roll 20? There it is. Which kind of roll am I doing? Sorry.
Performance.
Thank you. Performance. +7. Heck yes.
Bards.
12. Come on.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. Where's the
And one of your strings breaks.
I mean, you got a 12.
That's just a good challenge.
That's not terrible.
It's not.
No. With your skill level and your expertise, you're able to play a nice little ditty on the fiddle and kind of pep up everyone's spirits as they're walking towards this unnatural, eerie purple light. And Veltori, while following behind, you also hear hisses and clamors of steps on rooftops.
Nice. I don't hear that.
No, you don't.
I've got a
Did I get
fiddle
the
right
wrong
here.
thing?
Yep.
Did you guys not get any of that? Was that going to the wrong audio track?
Yeah, I was going to the wrong audio track.
Oh,
it's all
dang
good.
it. Dang it. That was bummer. Okay. Never mind.
Alrighty. So, as you round a corner,
Getting those warnings.
yeah, we do.
What warning?
As you round a corner, the high hall looms out of the darkness before you. The large building stands 2 stories high, and at its midpoint, there's a pair of great double doors with large brass handles. A pulsing purple glow shoots out the cracks in the door frame and the small holes in the high-peaked roof. Between you and the hall is a plaza filled with rows upon rows of beautifully detailed statues of people, all made from black onyx. They are still and silent, and their mouths agape in eternal screams. What do you do?
What are you screaming about? I'm going to project that mentally to this one right over here.
You don't sense a mind.
Can I try to awaken it with a jaunty jig for them?
Sure. Are you doing like performance, or is this a spell, or?
Yeah, this is my performance.
Yeah, go for it. You can do a performance check for that.
Got a 10. Oh, I need.
I mean, you play. It's very nice. No reaction from the statues. They're, as far as you can tell, just statues.
The door in front of us, you said it's a brass door?
So it's a large wooden door with a brass handle, like 2 brass handles on either side.
And it's closed, yes?
It is currently closed, yes.
I'm gonna do thaumaturgy.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. And I'm just gonna open it, have it open.
Sure, yeah. As you focus, you put your hand out, and then seems like a strong breeze just pushes against the door as they open inwards. And inside, you looking through, you see some kind of entry room, wooden floors, and another pair of double doors on the other side of it.
Do we see how is the purple light emanating from the building itself? Is it coming out from it, or is it penetrating the building?
So it's coming out from it. You see the purple light coming from the cracks in the door frame. You see it coming out of the holes in the ceiling through panes of glass on the sides.
So when the door opened, did we get blasted?
No, because there was another set of doors behind that. It seems like this source of the light isn't in that entry room. It's behind the next set of doors.
Okay. I'm gonna brush past. I'm gonna double tap the statue that I was standing next to. Just tap him on the shoulder, all right, well, we tried, and then walk past. I'm not gonna get right in front of that light, but I'm just going to, from that position, kind of peer through and see what's going on in there.
Sure. You tap on the statue's shoulder. It's cold, it's hard, no reaction from the statue. As you walk up to the steps, you peer in, and honestly, you don't see too much. A couple overturned chairs, cobwebs, rotting floorboards. Nothing worth a note besides that next set of double doors.
Can I take a look to see if there's any loose, books or things that might catch my attention that could have something that may be out of place?
Where at? In the entry room?
Yes, inside. Yes.
Okay, are you gonna walk into that room to search?
Yes, I will cross the threshold.
Oh.
Okay. So as you make your way up to the threshold, you take your first step into it, and as your foot touches the floor, you hear this loud scream as a chorus of sound blasts you and the building. They coming from all of these statues, and then as they do that, you see the statues start to move and creak. I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Oh my!
Oh, we're
gosh.
Fighting. I say we go inside and lock this door behind us, y'all. But
we're already in initiative. But
no, I mean, can we use an action for that? But I'm already inside. Is initiative just a 1d20?
So it's gonna be 1d20 plus your initiative modifier, which should be at the top of your page. And so we'll start with Veltari. Veltari, what did you get?
16.
I got a 15 this time.
15?
21, baby. Cassette, this character's dope, bro.
I'm glad you like
Okay.
it.
So at the top of the round, we have Seasick. Currently, about 3 of the 24 statues are really starting to move well. The rest are still trying to kind of keep their bearings at this point. What would you like
So
to do?
I'm already inside the house, right?
You are.
Can I communicate without using part of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward just for myself.
Okay.
And then do I need to do anything for the roll on that, or is that just
No,
that's
that should just
I get
happen.
that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So that's my, and then I would like to continue to be, I would like to step further in on my movement. How far in can I go? I would like to go in here, and can I get closer to the second set of doors?
Yeah, so that's each square is 5 feet. What's your movement?
My
Is it
movement is 30
Probably-
speed.
30? Okay, so you can move 6 squares.
Okay, so I would like to come here for my. Am I allowed to? Cassette, what was my bonus action that I could do like every turn or whatever? That was in combat, right? That was the stealth one, right? Is that what it was?
That was disengage and hide, but you're not engaged.
Right, I'm not in combat. Okay, so if I'm not in combat, can I investigate this door, or do I have to wait
Yeah.
my next turn?
No, you can totally
Okay.
do that. So all you've done so
Is
far
that
is
a per-
move.
Is that a perception one?
Investigate would be an investigation check.
I think you should try stepping back outside the door and see if the statues stop moving.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
But you can do
But-
both. Like you can investigate that and then step back out, I believe, right? Because using skills isn't an action, so you can do both.
Yeah. Yeah, at most we would call this a bonus action. At most.
I would almost beckon you to come in though, instead of trying to remain outside. But so investigation. All right.
Mhm.
This will not be a pleasant roll. I don't think Mr. Seasick, the small goblin that he is going to want to step back outside. Let's see, -2. Oh my gosh, I have a 2. It looks like
2
a regular
total?
door handle. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a door handle. You kind of jiggle it. It doesn't seem locked. Yeah, it's a door.
Don't
Oh,
open that.
Can I open it?
No.
If you so choose, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Sure.
Jesus.
So this we'll call this your full bonus action, the investigation, opening the door.
Sure.
You throw the door open, and inside is a room bathed in pulsating purple light, illuminating
cool.
long tables running along either side of the high hall. A stack of barrels covered by tarps sit in one corner near the door. In the center of the high hall lies a dusty fire pit, long cold and neglected. Beyond it, you see the source of the light. A round box made of gold, decorated with tentacles, lies open upon the lap of a man in elegant robes and furs, bathing him in alternating patterns of purple glow and shadow.
Cool.
His thin crown gleams in the weird light, marking him as Duke Sutherland. His gaze shifts to make eye contact with you.
Oh, he's alive. What more can I do on my particular turn? Can I communicate with them?
You have your action. You still have your full action, which is like an attack or activating something. You still have 4 spaces of movement left.
How
You still
far
have to
away
get-
is he?
So he is gonna be 45 feet away.
Wasn't casting a blade ward my action?
Oh, yes, it was. I forgot you did that. So yeah.
Yes.
So that was
Okay,
your
he's
bonus action
45
to
feet away.
investigate and open. Yeah.
Okay, I
so
just
that's
want
your
to
turn
call
then.
out to them. I just want to call out and say, "Get in here! It's just a bunch of crazy statues outside." And then I would like to move, in the door as many feet as I can. So I have moved 1, 2, 3, and I have each one is 6 feet. You say? Okay, so I can go 5.
5 feet.
So I'd like to move 2 more in.
Okay. So there's 2 long rows of tables here. I can show you real quick. Boop. So this is the next room itself. So you can put yourself wherever you like to be within, I guess you had, 4 more spaces.
Can I get a little comfy over here? Is this protecting?
Yeah.
Or is this blocked by a door? Okay.
No, you can, climb up on that table or onto the barrels, or climb behind the table if you so choose.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like just running in and kind of because I haven't seen what's inside, right? Or do I? No, I do know. I see the guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you saw
so
the
I
guy.
just kind of I see the tentacles and I kind of get a little freaked out. I'm just like I'm just kind of hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you are. Okay. Next up we have Veltari at 16.
Join me. Sorry.
That was very creepy. I'm gonna look at Sarid and just say, like, should we go in?
Well, I mean, the way things are looking now.
I can put the immovable rod in front of those doors so that they can't get in.
Yes.
Okay.
All I've been thinking about is how do we lock these doors? Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
How are you
going to move
place
in
the
here
rod,
and
though?
wait for Sarid.
Are you going to place it in between the two so it like shuts the doors? How would you actually do that?
We'll see.
It says it defies gravity, so I can set it like perpendicular to the doors, like going across them.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, don't you have to
there.
be through it though? Like if you're here in between the two and you put like the bar, you know, like if we're looking at this right now, like, you know, so it would basically, so you cannot open the two doors. How would you get through and set the rod though?
She's going to walk through the doors,
of it.
close them, and place it. So she'll be inside once Sarid is through, is what she said.
Yeah.
And then it's magically fixed in place so nothing can get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it would have to be depend on the door opening that direction. You're saying just
It does. It opens in.
It opens inward, he said.
Ah, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move in, and actually, there wasn't anything super close to me when I was out here, right? They're all still far away.
All of the statues?
Yeah.
Yes. The tokens on the map are where they're at currently.
Okay. Well, never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in. There's really nothing else that I can like prepare either.
If you wanted to, you could ready an action to place the rod there once Sarid is through.
Sure.
You'd be holding your action until that, and then you could do it.
Oh yeah, because it takes an action to set it, right?
Yep. It takes an action to press the button and set it.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Okay. With that, it will be Sarid's turn.
Thank God that the statues were going to go before me. Yeah, I'm getting the heck in there. 1, 2. No, actually, diagonal counts as just 1 or 5 feet, right? Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to use all 38 feet of my movement to get right through the door on the other side.
So you can go straight to the other side. Okay.
Yep. So I'm running past you. I'm like, all right, go for it. Go ahead and lock it up. Please, thank you.
Or should we lock the entry room doors or the hall door?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you guys are just able to lock one set, that's cool. If we could just lock the I would say just lock the outer one, unless there's some weirder bit.
Outer one?
Because then we're safe.
Okay.
From at least that.
I'll lock that, and then can I finish my movement and come in, or do I have to wait?
You have to wait.
Okay.
Let's see how strong these things are. They could break through that DC 30.
So as Sarid runs through, Veltari steps into place, slams the door shut, puts the immovable rod in place, and clicks the button, backs away. It's there, solid. You hear the shifting of stone outside as 3 of them start moving up. The rest are still trying to get their hands working and get their bodies moving.
There are some stone statues in Dark Souls that just run around and breathe fire and they move really slowly. That's what I'm envisioning. They're like these big fat dragon statues. Like they're just big. They just like move around. They're like, "Roar," and then they just blast fire. That's all I'm envisioning right now.
Yeah.
No fire.
Say again, sorry?
Okay.
No fire from these ones.
So with this,
Hopefully no fires.
maybe the top of the round, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So, as two of y'all are now on this map in the High Hall proper, Veltari, you were still in the previous room, about 10 feet back from the door. Okay. Going off your new initiatives, a new person enters the initiative order of the Duke himself. Coming in with a 22. So he'll start off the round. As Sirid enters the room, he makes eye contact with you, Sirid. His skin is saggy, wrinkled with great age. He says, "You will not have it. You will not take my blessed sleep," he says in a craggy voice. Something moves overhead, and your eyes are drawn upward to see 3 eaters looming above you, crawling about on the rafters, hissing.
Ugh.
How do they adhere themselves to the ceiling?
What was it? Pardon?
Three
There are
eaters.
3 eaters.
Eaters. Got it. Yeah.
3 eaters up in the
Well,
rafters.
they got Spider-Man powers. We saw him climbing the walls before.
And with this, the Duke raises a finger from his throne and shoots this shadowy bolt of energy at
Oh boy.
Sirik. It's Sirik.
Sirid?
Sirid.
Sirid? Me?
Sirid.
Sirid.
I should have used
Sirid.
mage armor. I am a dummy. All right. Well,
It's gonna be a
see what
16 to hit.
happens. Yeah, that hits.
no.
Okay. This is gonna do 7 points of necrotic damage as this shadowy pulse wails against your flesh.
Yo, Silent, I just saw your t-shirt. I really like it.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Now screw this guy. Hellish Rebuke.
Yo!
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Reaction. He's within 60 feet,
Yeah, he is.
right? Point your finger at a creature that damaged you is momentarily. Okay, dexterity saving throw. All right.
Dexterity
so,
saving throw.
Yeah,
So
with
he has to
DC
make that. DC 15. Okay, he rolls a 7, so he fails. Deal your
okay.
damage.
Yeah. 5. Okay. Good God. Okay. Uh, 25 points of
Let's go.
fire damage on him.
25?
Yeah, because I
On
have
Hellish
to,
Rebuke?
I have to cast it at level 3, and level 3 is 4d10.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let me double check.
No, yeah, you can, at higher levels, you can cast it, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, okay, yeah. Okay, so as the bolt of shadowy energy hits you, your eyes glow, and you reach out your hand, and as such, these fires start erupting around the Duke, start engulfing him. The fire licks at his legs, catching his robes on fire, and starts basically burning him alive. As he does, As the Duke dies, he slumps to the ground, and
Dies?
the actual box
Motherfucker.
falls and rolls. And the noble, you hear him barely whisper, "Now it wakes."
I had
And
a
with
feeling
that,
that's probably a bad
a
idea.
dark shadow pours out of the box and envelops the Duke's corpse, swirling like a cyclone. Where there's once a frail man, now looms a 12-foot black-winged beast. Its head resembles a skull of a horse, and each arm ends in a pair of long black tentacles that coil and writher across the floor. One tentacle wraps tightly around the ornate gold box, and it says, "Your nightmare is only beginning."
Excuse me, but you know nothing of nightmares, but I'll just ignore that for now.
Why are
whoops.
you taunting this thing?
Because it doesn't count as intimidation unless I actually try to intimidate him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
Alrighty.
terrifying.
Sorry about the TTK. I told you, Lucid.
Yep. With that, we're gonna go ahead and come to Veltari's turn, because it's so that all of that was on the Duke's turn. The Duke went first, and
Then it would be
Cirid did a reaction. So all of that was on the Duke's turn, which was the top of the round. So the next person is Veltari.
No, it's Seasick. He rolled a 21 for his initiative. I rolled a 16.
You're right. I had my numbers flopped. Seasick, it is your turn.
Okay, so what is the current state of my man? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm actually
Sarid?
not trying to be. Thank you, Sarid.
I got 36 HP. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you in any sort of like incapacitated state? Are you fine? None of that
No,
hit
I'm
you
fine.
hard. Okay. And then we have this beholder looking, or a mind flayer looking man up top, and then we have a 3. Okay, so is this one above me, right next to me, or is it close to me within range?
So they're all above you. So
Okay.
all three of the eaters are. So this is a 2-story building. They're all about 20 feet up in the air in the rafters currently.
And they can just, if they drop, will they take any fall damage, or do they have to make their way down to us?
They can drop. You don't know if it would hurt them or not.
Okay, I would like to shoot a crossbow.
Okay.
I have a hand crossbow, but is there anything that I should do? I don't think so. I was gonna say, let me see. My blade ward has worn off, correct? It only lasts 1 turn.
Correct.
What does True Strike do? True Strike gives me advantage. Okay. Gives you, extend your hand. On your next turn. Oh, it's the next turn. Booty. Okay, I'm going to use Blade Ward again, just in case this mother comes down and tries to attack me. Wait, oh,
Okay,
no,
so
wait.
that's your
That counts as.
action.
Wait, oh, okay, then never mind. Then let's just shoot the crossbow. I didn't realize. Okay. Pardon about that. So then nothing else, then I just shoot the crossbow, and then I can do a movement and then a bonus action.
Correct.
And then my bonus action cassette, remind me, what was it? I can go stealth. So because there's a
Yeah, you can hide.
yeah, so there's a table here. Can I then hide under that with my bonus action to stealth? Okay, dope.
Mhm.
Okay,
you
let's
have
do
to-
those things.
Does he have to roll stealth for that? I forget.
You will, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So first let's do the attack. So my hand crossbow, it's attack bonus +7. So I do a 1d6 +4. So when I roll it, I do a 1d6 +4. Is that it?
Did you roll?
No,
your
so you
attack
need to
first?
roll to attack first. So it's going to be a d20. So it's going to be
Oh, okay.
a d20 plus whatever your
Plus
attack
7.
modifier is. So
Got it.
plus
Thank
7.
you. Dope. Got it. 16.
Okay, yeah, 16 hits. So now you
Cool.
roll your damage, which is that second
Okay.
set of numbers.
Okay. 6 + 4. 6.
6 points of damage. Very nice. As you aim up in the rafters, you're able to shoot your crossbow bolt, and it lodges into the side of this eater, and it hisses out at you.
Does it maintain grip on the ceiling?
Yes, it does.
It doesn't knock it out. Wow. Okay. No. I just have a bonus that say to us.
You want to hide, yeah?
Sarah, I just want to say, this is a tough one, and then I want to hide.
Okay, go and give me a stealth check.
My roll for stealth is dope. Okay, and that's just a 1d20 plus my stealth check.
Yes.
Okay, cool. This is super fun. Aw, 8.
Okay. So as you're trying to clamber underneath the table, you knock over one of the benches and it falls to the ground, makes a loud sound. You get under there like, yeah, no one sees me here. I'm fine. I'm safe.
Sarah rolls his eyes at hearing all the clamor.
All right. And then we have Beltari, actually, this time.
I'm going to bring the stream up and listen, but I super got to use the restroom again, so I'll be right back while I'm listening.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you are still currently in the previous room.
Yeah.
So we can move back to that for you. So you are just 10 feet away from the door. So
okay, I'll go in. So
you can see you're here now.
Yeah.
Veltari,
Okay.
Good news and bad news. We found the Duke. He's dead now, and we have this Mind Flayer thing, and a couple of friends on the ceiling. You know, no big deal. Everything's copacetic.
I'm just gonna say, yep. Thanks for letting me, thanks for catching me up.
Problem. Please don't die, and I'm sorry.
Those are 20 feet above us.
Yes. What are you thinking?
I was thinking Thunder Wave, but they have to be within 15 feet of me. I think.
Should have given you my broom.
Says within a 15-foot cube, yeah. Actually, I would like to cast Dispel Magic on the box.
On the box?
So
1 second.
My Dispel Magic is a level 3.
Any creature, object, ability check, fire, check it ends. Okay, sure. Clever.
I love this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Very big fan of lowering the perceived value of that box, but what's money if you're not allowed to spend it?
Yeah,
What's
okay.
money if we're too dead to spend it?
So you're gonna make you start casting the spell, and I need you to make a ability check using your spell casting ability. So that'd be charisma check. So let's say, just give me a basically a spell attack roll. So you roll your d20 plus what you would roll for your
6.
Yep.
Okay.
Spells level.
Oh. $24.
Really? Yeah.
Did I just ruin this whole one shot?
No, you didn't. Okay,
We
and
don't
with
have
that,
to do this.
No, you're a legend.
You,
No, this is the best thing. What are you talking about?
you reach out your hand, seeing the box and the tentacle of this giant creature running down on you. You focus on the source of the power, the box itself, and you focus your magic into dispelling, dismantling, annihilating the magical source. And as you do, you almost feel a shatter in the atmosphere.
Whoa.
And the
Are you the new Duke?
the avatar starts screaming and begins to melt away. And as the last of it fades, you hear just a bit of laughter as it dissolves into nothing. The eaters above you grow stiff and they slow their movements, and they end up just falling out of the rafters, hitting the ground.
I'll take my crossbow.
Looking over the box, the golden box is laying on its side, still where it fell, and the Duke's body has returned. You hear outside the what you did hear was the grinding of stone as the statues move, and you hear that stop. Cries and the screams that you've been hearing this entire time has grown silent, and an eerie peace seems to take over the town. The shadowy dome is, from what you can see through the windows, still above you, but everything seemed to have stopped. You are no longer in combat.
Dang it! No Eldritch
I'm
Blast. All right, that's fine.
Confused. I don't know what we
These
do
characters
now.
can continue. Well, let's go outside. We should probably go look at the Duke. So you said the Duke's body's back? Is he alive or what?
The Duke's body is there. It's dead. Super
From the
frail.
From the Hellfire, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Hallel.
covered in burns and scars.
I'm gonna go
Is-
take that box. I'm gonna go take the box and just it's gonna. Is it already closed, or can we just be like, close?
Yeah, you can close it. It was open, but now you can go ahead and latch it closed.
Sarid, you got to spell to lock this thing?
Not really. Most of my specialty is just destroying things and
You
causing
got some enchanted duct tape?
insane.
You got
What is
anything that we could seal this up with?
What is in my equipment? Hold on.
Magic bubble gum.
I don't have magic bubble gum.
Well, is it fighting to like open, or can I safely stow it? Like while
The
it's
box
closed?
itself, it's just a
Yes.
box at this point. You close it, it just stays closed. Just not fighting to open. Nothing's weird about it. It's a nice
Latches?
gold ornate box. It has a little latch on the front.
All right.
Because
I'm
it's
just-
not magic anymore, because I dispelled the magic.
So it's just a gold box.
As of
Now,
right
Will,
now.
Did we increase its value or decrease its value by the fact that it won't cause this ruckus for the next person who owns it?
I planned on burying it.
Burying it, we need to sell it so that. Look, I understand that maybe you can go without gold, but I cannot. As a warlock like myself doesn't get easy employment. I live in a gig economy now, and I kind of need gold in order to feed myself.
Why don't you go talk to those vendors outside first to see if they'll communicate, and then maybe we'll see what they have to say about this box. But I'm not agreeing to sell it. We're just agreeing to bury it.
Do I hear anything outside?
No.
Oh.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
before we do anything, let's take a peek outside.
I'm
Is the
actually
Sure.
gonna go check out the Duke's body.
Sure. Checking out the juice body. It's a human male's body, old, covered in burn marks, scorched. It seems like the body was preserved unnaturally long, extended his life longer than maybe it really should have been.
You said there was a second floor to this place, right? Was there stairs going up there?
No, so it's a two-story building in the idea that it's
It's just
that
tall.
tall,
Mm.
but there's not actually another floor.
Just tall ceilings.
I,
Got
I probably should have phrased that better.
No, that's cool.
You're
I just didn't know if there's like a storeroom up there or something.
Yeah, so there's just really high rafters above you.
Is he wearing any type of like ornate jewelry, like, or is there like a key or lock or anything I find on him that may match the box a little bit?
No, there's no key or anything. Though what you do find is that crown that he had was a very, very nice silver crown, very simple, elegant, and just kind of like it is basically one piece of silver that goes and like spins and kind of goes across. In the very middle of it is a black gem or black onyx.
Are you gonna do anything with the ground?
Onyx, huh?
That's what I was thinking of because the statues were onyx.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me! I'm the king now, and Seasick just dons the hat and dances around and starts to play a little tune.
So this is a circuit of Shadowbolt. You're able to cast the Shadowbolt spell at will while you're wearing it.
I didn't know it was gonna be ability. I thought it was gonna have something bad happen. What does Shadowbolt do?
Open.
It's a range attack, range of 60 feet. You make a spell attack, and if it hits, it's a 1d8 plus 1 necrotic damage. Is that first attack that the Duke used on Cyric?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Cyrid.
Okay.
He rolled pretty well on that then. I want to take a look at this fire.
The fire pit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the fire pit itself, is about 10 feet long, about 7-8 feet wide. It's long been cold, neglected, but there is lots of wood in it, and it seems like you could start a fire in it pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my tinderbox to start a fire.
Sure. After a few moments of going, you're able to light it, and it generates about 10 feet of bright light, and it kind of fills the room, and about another 5 feet of dim light after that. So most of the high hall is now illuminated nicely, which is kind of nice because that purple light that was emanating from the box is gone.
Right. Okay. So that was coming from the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that purple light that was kind of drenching the town has ceased.
But the dome is still there.
The dome is still there.
Now I wish I had a detect magic like last time. Damn it. Are things still slimy?
Yeah.
Oh,
That has not changed.
Tada's magic doesn't disappear that easily, huh? It's awful quiet, don't you think? I don't know if there's much else to see around here, but maybe we should go back and head back into that area where all the merchants were. Maybe see how they're doing. Everything seems kind of quiet. I don't know if
And the
people are just
eaters
collecting
had
themselves?
all died, basically. Right?
Yeah, they basically stiffened up and fell over, and now they're lying on the floor unresponsive.
Okay.
If we search them, do they have anything?
No, they have nothing. Just tattered clothes,
All right.
tattered robes covering their body, and that's it.
Yeah. I think we should leave the box in here and maybe shut the doors with the immovable rod from like the outside.
So the
Well,
doors
I'll get
go in.
Oh, all the even the second set of doors.
Yes.
Oh.
Foolproof. Yeah, they did a good job designing this place. I would like to go out all the way back. Oh, actually, no. I want to go back to, unless you guys have anything you want to do, I want to go back into that entry room and investigate through there. Because I don't think we took the time to actually look around there.
Yeah, so going back into that entry room. It's a small entry room. Broken furniture and cobwebs fill the room, with a large rusty iron bar laying in the corner. Directly across from you is that other set of double doors. Basically, there was a large iron bar that could be used to also bar the doors. But it's really big. It's very awkward. It would probably take two of you, like, working together to like pull it into place and actually put it there.
Good job making that one action instead of a whole situation we had to deal with.
Other than that, there's nothing really in there, and peering through the cracks in the door, you see that in front of the door itself, the statues had moved up into just in front of the door and now are just standing motionless there.
Do you want to see if we can open the door and squeeze through them?
Before we do that, I actually want to go back into the bigger hall and like do one last really good check to see if like we missed anything at all that could be the source of like the dome or something.
Sure.
I'll go back and help you with that.
Y'all can give me investigation checks if you want to.
Come on, give me a real good investigation check this time, game. Oh my god.
I got a
What'd you get,
17.
Sarah? 17? Okay.
6. Shouldn't have helped.
Seasick, are you joining in on this?
You're still on mute. He got a 17.
17.
17?
Thanks.
Awesome. Yes, pouring over this area, nothing else of note really pops up. You notice under the tarp or the barrels where Seasick was originally hiding under that table, the barrels are marked whiskey. And like cracking one open, seems like the ale in it is still good. Looking around otherwise, that's about it. There's nothing really to note. All the silverware and platters on the tables are either broken or nasty. And the fire in the fire pit's still going strong.
I say we take our same path back and see what we think has changed.
Yeah. I
Like
that.
through the crossroads.
Can we get the door open?
Yeah, we can move the immovable rod if I push the button.
I meant the statues. Have they blocked
Yeah,
the
can
door?
we pass through the statues?
Oh. I assume we can share space with them and like weave in and out of them because they're just regular size things, right?
Yeah, they're medium-sized statues. So since they're inert and not moving, you could try to climb over them, squeeze between them, push them over, and like work your way through. Yes,
Would that require any roll, or can we just do it?
you can just do it because at
Alright.
this point you have no real time constraints. You're not in a rush. You can just move your way through. And you're all going to head back to the crossroads.
I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So moving back to the crossroads, these eaters, they had left. So coming back in here, nothing has changed. You still see the dead humanoid body in the alleyway. The sky above you is still covered in the deep blackness, and throughout the town there's still this eerie silence. You don't hear screams coming from the marketplace. You don't hear them yelling about their wares. Nothing.
Is there anywhere to go to the left or the right?
There is. It continues further into the town, either way, and different little subdivisions or way. This way leads to the local church and the blacksmith, and then this way is more towards more just houses.
Do you want to try hitting that church? Or should we check the center first? We should probably check the...
Yeah, we've already been to one place we know is a known quantity. Let's go back and verify what's going on with the vendors and see if anything's changed. Otherwise, we can explore the town.
And then we could definitely check out to see what that church has to offer for us as well later.
Yeah, I think though we should go back and talk to the merchants because I want to see if they're back to like their full mind.
Me too.
Okay. Going back into see how to come from this direction. Coming back into the marketplace, walking up again, silent, and as you actually enter the marketplace, looking around, all the merchants in this square stand mute and unresponsive, as if frozen in time.
Dang it! So their bodies aren't moving either?
Nope. The commoners around the town square have stopped. I was talking in the mists. Some people have hands outstretched, giving money. Others are holding a piece of clothing up, frozen. No.
Are like their bodily functions, like are they breathing?
No. Nope.
What did I do?
Something wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
So you're telling me we made a bunch of human breathing statues? Do these things actually stay alive, or are they just frozen in some weird sort of state?
Well, hopefully if we're in a weird time pocket, then everything should be normal for them. They'll just experience this one sliver of time for eternity, while we experience time continually moving forward, ever reaching closer to our own demises. Sorry, Delilah. Oh well.
Dang.
I don't really know what to do at this point.
Well, your goal was to get the box, and you still have the box in your possession, correct?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
So you could return successful on your journey.
Yeah, I suppose. Now, hold on. I thought that once we passed through that the dome wasn't something we could exit, but did we ever try that?
So when you first walked through, you your characters automatically just kind of like reached back to see if you could go out, and there was some kind of force pressing against you, not letting you leave at that time. But with how everything has changed, you don't know if that might have changed as well.
Do you want to go investigate?
Go try?
Sure.
Okay. So you make your way back down the main road, past all of the rundown buildings, through the ramshackled barricade, and to the edge of the dome itself. Who is trying to step through? Who would like to try to step through?
Absolutely. Heck yeah. As
Okay,
I walk in, we're bards making my way downtown, walking fast and I'm homebound. Let's go.
I try my best not to hum, but I fail.
You try your best not to what?
Are
To hum along.
Are all three of you walking through at the same time, or only Seasick?
I'm gonna watch Seasick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
See you
Bye,
later.
Seasick.
I got the box, y'all.
So
if you
Seasick,
can walk
as
through,
you
we can. Oh wait.
Maybe
Okay,
tripped.
no.
Why
as-
don't you hand the box over here first?
You may be tripped. Making my way downtown.
Okay, so
There we
as
go.
he walks through the shadowy veil, you step back into the sunlight after what seems like forever. Seasick, your wounds vanish and you feel completely refreshed, as if everything that just took place never did. Looking back at the
Are my
village,
friends still stuck in my dream?
the dome of shadow shrinks and
Oh, no.
vanishes away. And
Oh,
now you
no.
see the ruins of a village, long abandoned. There are no sign of the statues, nor the villagers or the battles just waged, other than your two companions standing just
Oh.
5 feet
Okay.
behind you.
Oh,
I thought-
Their wounds and strength had not yet returned, though.
Oh. Blimey. y'all still broken on that down there. Yeah, are you feeling okay? Are you doing all right?
no worse for wear. Just little necrotic damage to the old shoulder. Nothing good sleep can't take care of.
And with that, that's the game.
Holy
GG.
crap. That was awesome.
That's super fun. Thank you.
Congrats
we busted
on
the game.
on avoiding every
That's the best
combat scenario.
I'm
That's the
actually
best way to
really
do it.
mad about this.
Why?
I
Now we
love
gotta- now we gotta party.
combat. That's
You
like
busted
the
it. That was
thing
cool.
Oh, avoiding combat's my favorite thing.
No,
We
You're
didn't
off the
die.
I didn't
thought
think
we
it
were
would
gonna
go
die.
away. I didn't think. I don't know.
No, but that's so fun when you can do stuff like that. And sorry, Lucid, I know that's not always the most fun when
Oh,
you're the DM.
that's cool.
Okay, cool.
I
Now I just want to fight stuff because now I'm just like, oh, I got spells I want to try out, man.
That's why. That's why I'm mad at myself. I shouldn't have done that.
no, it's fantastic.
no, that's
But
amazing.
now I got so
So,
many questions.
yeah, fire away.
Well, actually, I don't want to ask them because what if I get to play this game again at some point and it goes a completely different way and I don't want it spoiled for me so I could figure it out a different way.
I mean,
That's the
maybe.
only thing.
I mean, every DM
Yeah.
kind of runs it differently. I can tell you how I was running it and like my ideas. I usually change up the. So again, shout out to Dungeon in the Box. Dungeon in the Box. This is actually one of their one shots called Nightmares in the Dark. Dungeon in the Box is a subscription service where you can actually get a box sent to you every month, and it has maps, minis, story. You could use them as one shots or as like a full thing, campaign. I actually have like 8 of their boxes, and I haven't used any of them yet because pandemic. But they also have a whole bunch of one shots online that you can just use part of your subscription. So this is one of those what they call wondrous one shots. So this is one of theirs. So shout out to that company. Also, not sponsored. I just like their content.